Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. I do love it when politicians have bright ideas that then backfire spectacularly. And we have this, of course, with Bridget Phillipson and her idea that closing down public schools would be a brilliant idea because she loathes the idea of anyone getting ahead and succeeding. How dare they? How dare they have successful parents who can afford to pay for private education so that the Labour government can't worm its way into their children's head and brainwash them with socialist ideals. More on that later. Hit the subscribe button. There's a video coming up about brainwashing children, but I'll come back to that. But now, after a Catholic school, called Bishop Challoner School, announced it was closing due to the private school VAT rules, 100 parents have emailed Bromley Council asking to move their child or children to a state school. And now, given that these are expensive things, Bromley Council is saying it doesn't have the money nor the spaces to suddenly take in 100 children, especially 100 children who, up to now, hitherto, have been learning a different curriculum and are probably well advanced on the state system. Now, there is 33 schools so far that have absolutely closed. This is not taking into consideration the schools that haven't closed but whose parents have moved their children out. Just on the schools that have closed, there's 33 of them. And with a minimum of 3,351 pupils have been, lost their places. Now, not all the schools provided a number, so the number is undoubtedly higher than 3,351, and since it costs £8,210 a year per child to educate them in the state system, it means that all those displaced students have now set up a bill of 26.5 million. Now, that's 26.5 million off the money that the state schools have got to pay. That's an increase in costs, and at the same time, the expected income from the rise in the VAT isn't there. And so there's a net loss. And of course, this is just the schools that are closing. And of course, as part of their closing, they're going to go claim all the VAT costs and everything. So they're going to lose money on the VAT anyway. On top of that, of course, you've got all those other schools that aren't closing. Those pupils have gone. They're not raising the VAT on them. And they're going back into the into the public sector, the state sector. And that'll cost us, again, £8,000 odd a pupil. Utterly madness. And so it's going to end up, the estimated cost is that this tax raising example of genius that was supposed to raise about 250 million in tax is going to cost the country somewhere in the region of 100 million. Oh, joy. And all because Labour hate the idea of people succeeding. They hate success, don't they? They hate achievement. Don't achieve anything. Don't succeed. That's not fair on all the others. Well, all the others are going to be needing jobs, and they're going to need those people that are achieving and successful to create those jobs. But Labour don't get that because Labour are filled with effing morons. And you can tell that. Just look at the average Labour voter. Anyway, bye.